Battlefield 6 has the custom game option, and I'm going to show you a lobby where the XP is absolutely insane. It is so OP, and it's like you're playing zombies. And in like zombies, I am hoarding up these bots, and I am going to headshot all of them. They don't have guns, they can't shoot at me, they've got super speed, so they're hoarding up really fast. All these bots are a one-shot kill. The XP here is absolutely crazy. In fact, it is so much XP, and you kill so fast that the game can't keep up with you. It kind of freaks out, but there's a fix for it, so don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. I'll go over the settings for this lobby to show you how OP it really is. So obviously no guns, they're not shooting at you. There's no smoke grenades, and if you've been in these bot lobbies, these bots love to throw smoke grenades like every 2 to 3 minutes. It's obnoxious. So that's gone. They have 1 HP, meaning 1 health, and they are a one-shot kill. They also have 10 times running speed, and the reason for that is because you're in the mode rush, and rush, they come and target you, so you've got them running at you 10 times speed, so they're going to get to you faster, so you can kill them faster. Their movement has been adjusted so that they just get right to you, die, and then respawn, so they're not allowed to prone, so they're not going to be doing anything weird, and no sprinting. And the reason for that is because their speed is 10 times, and when they're 10 times and sprinting, they can like bounce around and fly around, and they're just too crazy. Also, when they're shot, they don't get downed, they just die, so there's no getting downed and another bot coming to revive them. That is bypassed, so they're instantly shot and killed, and they're instantly respawned. And they have no lethals and no gadgets. They are completely defenseless. Now for the player, in the player settings, you are only one person on your team. There are no bots. All the bots have been moved to the enemy team, so it's just you up against a ton of bots that are defenseless and have 1 health. Here's what the scoreboard looks like. So it's just going to be you all on your own against 47 zombie bots. And to make this even more OP, you have 100 times health and 100 times health regen. It's not really needed, but why not? Also, the bullet projectile speed for the player has been increased. Now, there is super speed that's been added on. I don't have footage of that, but the creator of this, shout out to Ben, he added super speed on, so I think when you go in to use the code, you might have it. But a huge shout out to Ben, Zombie Slayer HQ on YouTube and Twitter. We've been working behind the scenes. I've been watching him like set this lobby up. We've been testing it. It is so fun. Also, big shout out to Callum, the Nostalgia Lobby on Twitch. He's been testing as well, and he was able to figure out 2 critical pieces that help you gain more XP and keep your XP. I would recommend following Ben and Callum on their socials, because Ben right now is trying to fine tune this lobby. He is in a game right now with settings that bypass the timer. Normally you can only stay in there 1 hour, but he's got the setting to go past that, so we're just kind of waiting and seeing if it's gonna work. He's also working on settings to have infinite throwables. The strategy we do to kill a mass horde of these bots is to use the incendiary grenades. Now, you do have the ammo regen from the support class, but if we can have infinite incendiary grenades, that's even better. There's multiple things you can do with this method. I'll show you all the nuances of what you need to know and what you can and can't do. So they tested multiple maps to see which one was best. They like Sobek City, and they found this location here where the bots will pile up really nicely below you. I sound like I'm doing a zombies tutorial. The strategy they like to use is, stay in this location, use the support class, have unlimited ammo. They can also go AFK by using a macro controller that will automatically throw the grenades. There's some things you'll want to know about that. I'll show you that in a moment. Also, they like using the mode rush because the enemies target you and not objectives. They also figured out a way to increase the score. They are able to get offensive and defensive bonuses per kill. Instead of 100 points, they're getting 200 points. And with the extra points and the extra medals that you're earning, you're getting more XP. There's a trick to activate both. If you're just standing here, you're going to get the kill, and then you're going to get a bonus of 50 extra points for offensive. But there's a way to add the defensive as well. Ben noticed that he had activated that, and then Callum went in and figured out how to replicate it every time. So I'll show you how to set this up and what we do to maximize this. First thing you want to do is set up your loadout, and you're going going to want to use the support class and make sure you have incendiary grenades in your throwables, and these unlock, I believe, at rank 28. Using the support class gives you the supply bag that you place down behind you when you're in that position, and it will give you unlimited grenades. Next thing you want to do is go into community, go down to the experience code, and the code for this right now is YC5NN. I don't think that's going to be changing. When you click on that, it says libpeak Z Slayer HQ. It's not libpeak, it's the Sobek map. He hasn't changed that yet, but you can see his credentials there with all his YouTube and Twitch. Then click on host, scroll down, and then keep spamming host, and the time it might take to get in here is unknown. We've been having a lot of luck getting in within 10 minutes. But once you are in, I'll show you the setup so that you can earn the offensive and defensive bonuses. So you're going to be camping at B and getting all the kills, but you're going to be destroying A to get that defensive bonus. And because the bots are moving so fast and there's so many more of them than you can use like a grenade intercept system, place that down, that will attract them like a monkey bomb. Just put that down close to A to give you some room when you come over there to destroy it, and then head over to B and place down your supply bag, and then get a few incendiary grenade kills right here. Also, the supply bag might be finicky and it's not refilling your grenade, so just keep placing it down until you notice, yeah, it's keeping it replenished. Also, sometimes the grenade may bounce back and set you on fire, but again, you've got a ton of health and a ton of health regen, so you're totally safe. So right here, I've thrown a few incendiary grenades. I'm waiting for that grenade to refill before I head over to A and arm it and blow it up. At A, I have the grenade intercept system down, so I've got a lot of bots attracted to that, so they're going to stay out of the way for the most part. So I'm going to get behind them, place down a supply bag because I need to refill my incendiary grenades to keep them off of A. I'm going to arm A and then throw an incendiary grenade immediately, head back to the supply bag and just mow down whatever bots are in front of me. Wait for that incendiary grenade to refill, and I'll be throwing another one just to keep that area clear. Now, you don't have to use the grenade intercept system. You can do it without it, but just for ease of setting this up, because it is kind of finicky with the timing, you need to do this quickly and then head back to B very rapidly and start killing. So right before A blows up, I'm going to run by it and get up on that truck at B and start killing immediately. And that is going to give me both bonuses, the offensive and defensive. There may be one or two very small things you don't have to do here to set this up, but it's so easy, we didn't bother with it. We just do this every time. The way you can lose these bonuses is, I believe, you go far away from this area or you die and respawn. So now let me show you some things you can and can't do here if you want to go AFK, if you want to get gun kills instead of grenade kills, and how to make sure you save your XP. One small detail is that we place the supply bag behind us, and that will refill the grenade over and over again the entire match. If you want to go AFK and program a controller to intermittently throw these incendiary grenades, you can place down a barrier and then stand behind it. Then you're able to throw the grenades just over the top of the barrier, and that location right there where the grenade landed, it's fine. It's going to kill anything that comes over to you. And the reason why Ben and Callum were doing this is because the bots are moving so fast, sometimes they will jump a little and bump you and they can knock you off the truck. But with the barrier there, that doesn't happen. Also, their spawn is coming from B, and if you move too far back on the truck, they're going to go behind the truck, and that's further distance they have to go. So just make sure you're moved closer to B, and they'll pile up in front of you there. And finally, the most important thing to know is that you are killing these bots so rapidly, it seems like the game and the servers cannot keep up with you. If you're rapid killing with these grenades, you could have thousands of kills, and it will only show that you have very little kills. And you've got to get that kill count up and current before you end this game so that you can get the XP. So right here, I'm going to show you an example of how to correct this. So right here, it shows that I only have a little over 100 kills, but the kill count is frozen, and I do have a lot more than that. And again, you need to have this current before you end the game to collect that XP. So you could just stay here for as long as you want, like up to the time limit, and then a few minutes before it ends, you want to fix that kill count so that it's current. And I'll show you how. One way that made the kill count current was I put on an XP token. So that's one option, but that's Like if you're doing that in the middle of a game, that's not going to be a good method. So the other method is to redeploy. And shout out to Callum, he figured this out. So go to redeploy and then act like you're going to customize your loadout. Go into your loadout, click anything, and then check the scoreboard to see if your kills have updated and increased. Mine instantly shot up from 185 to 710, so that worked. And the longer you've gone with your kill count not updating, the longer you're going to have to stay here and wait until it does. It could be instantaneous or it could take up to a minute or two. So what we've been doing is just rapid killing, and then when we have like 5 minutes left of the game timer, that's when we do the redeploy and get our kills to update. Right here, it's the end of the game. I've got 5,100 kills. I know there's like a few hundred more kills that need to be added to that count. So I'm gonna redeploy and I'm gonna check the scoreboard here. Yes, it's gone up to 5,400. And at this point, I have just a minute and a half left of the game, so I can stay here or get in the match, wait for it to end. So right here it ended. It's gonna say defeat. I'll show you the XP I got for this game. I had 5,400 kills. Now I did use a double XP for about 15 minutes, and my XP was over 740,000. I leveled up several times, and again, this was just using the grenade. I wasn't really shooting. Now I know Ben is working on a timer bypass, but for right now, what I was doing was I could go in for an hour and then at the end of the match, go into admin controls and reset it and just start again without having to spam and host and get back in. You just have to make sure to go into admin control and reset the match before that timer runs out and it tries to put you on the other side, because then it's you on the side of all the bots and nobody on the enemy team, and it's dead at that point. But I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.